Hello everyone, my name is Akesh Gupta and I'm with Lightspeed Solutions. Today in this presentation, I will share with you how easy it is to conditionally display a field based on other data elements available to us in RNSP Designer. To begin with, let's look at an example of a show table page which is displaying me all the automobiles from my database. So it has make, model, year and other attributes. The business requirement could be that we would like to display whether this vehicle is a new vehicle or an old vehicle, and the decision for that has to be based on the year it was manufactured. If the vehicle is manufactured in last 5 years, it should be classified as a newer vehicle, else it should be an older vehicle. So this business requirement is not that straightforward and does require us to be a little more creative. In RNSP Designer, we can go to the show table page. Since the element we are trying to add is not data bound, it's some text field, we can add an ASP literal control or a label control, makes no difference, and by default assign it a value of new. If I was to just build and look at my data, RNSpeed has added another column, and every single row for that automobile has now a default value of new. I would like to make that into more of a calculated field based on certain conditions. In this case, my condition should be that if the year value of that record is less than 5 years from today, it should say old, else it should say new. So when I go back to my RNSP Designer, in the literal tab, we can add a formula where we can have an if condition. If, then we would like to say if the text value, now sometimes we can just say year, but just to be safe, we can use a parsing function. Parsing function is very powerful because then if you're not 100% sure, you can definitely use the parsing function. You know you will get the right values. So we are using parse integer. In this case, we can say UI controls year ID. So what it's really saying is take the year ID text value, parse it to an integer, and if it is less than, now here's the trick, we cannot just say less than 2010 because next year the record might have to be changed. So what we would like to say here is we would like to use a function, and we have a year function available for today's date. So as you can see, we are using function in a function, and then we will basically be getting a value by the name year. So if my year value of the record is less than year value of today minus 5, which basically means 5 years from this year, then we would like to say it's an old, else it's new. Hopefully this makes sense. Let's see if the results are the way we should be getting. So if I refresh my information, and it's just going to take its own time, and there you go. As you can see, based on 2004, it's an older model because it is less than 5 years from 2010, whereas 2008 and 2009 are definitely newer models. And to validate, we can actually change our year to 2012 for the current data, and now we want to rerun the application, and in this particular example, we changed to 2012. It really did not help us that much. Let's actually push it to be 2013 or 14. And if I now refresh my information, as you can see, the 2008 year model is now displaying old, which validates that based on the current year of the application server, you automatically will be getting the results. So as you can see, formula editor is a very powerful way of setting things very dynamically and conditionally displaying information based on certain conditions which can be dependent on the data. So hopefully in this presentation you folks have seen and can see the potential how easy it is to conditionally display a field. Thanks for watching, and keep looking for other videos. Thanks.